We're just girls. We're just girls.
They're crying. We're laughing.
Say basic bitches.
Welcome to Basic. I promised you guys we'd be back for episode 3 without too much time in between. And here we are.
We're back.
We're back. We actually have a
Third
lot.
epi, guys.
Third epi. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought we'd get this far?
Not me.
I'm actually really pumped because I feel like we have a lot to go over. Thank everyone for... Does that make sense? Thank everyone.
Thank you all.
Everyone.
Thank you all.
Thank you all for some questions that we got. I think we should do that like rapid fire at the end. We'll get to the Q&A from the audience, which we really appreciate. Is it okay if I just go right into something?
Go for it. Yeah.
Because I've been like bubbling. Brianna Chickenfry and Zach Bryan.
Oh, goodness.
No, I have so much to say, and I have such an interesting stance, I feel like. Because I am a longtime Zach Bryan stan. We know. I've seen him multiple times, like from the jump, before he was even like really popular. Like, I feel like I was a Zach Bryan fan, but I have been a public non-fan of Brianna Chickenfry. I don't like some of her stances. She rubs me the wrong way, but you know what? Like, whatever. So this breakup was interesting to me because I'm on Brianna's side. Like, even though I don't really like her, at the end of the day, I'm with the girls, and it seems like Zach, I'm seeing a new side of Zach. Because did you guys see what Dave Portnoy posted?
No.
I did not. No.
He didn't post it. He went on a podcast and was talking about it. And he was just saying, like, throughout their relationship, they've actually broke up multiple times and got back together. And it seems like this shouldn't come as a shock because we know Zach Bryan has cheated on girls in the past.
He
and
cheats on his girlfriend as soon as they hit the 1.5 year checkpoint.
And that's literally where he was
every single girl.
Like, I already knew this about him.
I
feel
mean,
like
it's in his music. Like,
it is, and I feel
writes music about how shitty of a boyfriend he is. And not that that's an excuse at all. Like, that's just
I do feel like I
shitty.
can separate the music from the person in this case scenario because I did already know he was a shitty boyfriend, but in my head I'm like, but he's a rock star.
He's Zach.
You know? But I do feel really bad for Brianna because I do see how she really uprooted her life for him. They bought a house in her hometown. They got a dog together.
they had animals together and stuff.
Like, it's intense, right? And I could just tell by the way he's posting about her and the things that he's saying that he's the type of guy to, like, go so full force in and be like, no, I'm so in love with you. Kind of love bombing. And then switch it up. So Dave, on this podcast...
because the moment a man is like, wait, this is someone that I could spend the rest of my life with, they freak out and are like, that's the rest of my life. Oh my God. And they throw it in the garbage.
He's so forever, so we smashed it up.
Oh.
Okay, so Dave Portnoy goes on this podcast. Dave was actually being really respectful of Brie. These podcasters were trying to, like, get the tea out of him, and he was like, I don't want to speak on anything that, you know, Brie hasn't said, but then he ended up saying that Brianna and Zach have actually broken up multiple times and gotten back together, and it's always because some stupid shit that Zach pulls. Like, for example, at the Golden Globes, Brianna went to the Golden Globes, right? And Zach was not with her, and she looked bomb, and it was amazing. Like, that's a pretty big honor to be invited to the Golden Globes.
Yeah.
I guess she was on a red carpet interview thing, and she said something about, they're like, oh, are you excited to see this person here? Happened to be a man. And she's like, oh yeah, he looks fantastic. Something about how he looked great or whatever. Zach Bryan blocked her, unfollowed her on social media, and essentially was like, fuck you. Like, imagine being with a man for a year, like, living together, having a dog together, and you say, oh yeah, this guy's looking great. And he unfollows you on social media. When you're public figures and he knows how bad that's gonna look.
That reeks.
It reeks. He's just very insecure, it seems like. And yeah, I mean, I guess I just had to publicly come out here and say it as a very intense Zach Bryan stan and a Brianna Chickenfry, something adjacent to hater. Brianna, I got your back. I got your back.
And
I feel so sorry for you.
I haven't seen a lot, but what I did see was that he, like, publicly made a statement that they had broken up.
Yeah.
And Brianna was really blindsided by that, and that gives a little bit more perspective of how blindsided she felt because they had broken up and gotten back together, so she probably was like, oh, this is just another
well, he's
one of those,
also,
like,
I think
whatever.
he posted that because he
got
was
caught
on
in a
Raya.
dating. Yeah, he got caught in a dating app.
Yeah, on Raya. Yeah. My friend told me that.
But, like, you're famous.
You can't just do that and then expect that no one's gonna find out. Like, if
The
someone
next
sees
day
your
he
face
was
on
on
a
Raya.
dating app, obviously they're gonna be like,
The
oh
day
my God,
after
I
they
matched
broke
with
up.
Zach Bryan. Like,
Duh.
Like, are you fucking stupid? Sorry. And then to just go and publicly be like, yeah, we broke up. When she probably in her head is like, we're probably gonna get back together,
right?
And
like,
then
I wonder what it
to
was.
just wake up to that on social media, and she's like what the fuck? And everyone knows about her business, and she's like, this literally happened yesterday.
I hate that he blames it on like, I've been going through personal things. Like, then why are you on Raya?
And also, I also love Zach Bryan.
Also,
but
sorry,
he blames everything on that. He blames
going through shit is not an excuse to be a shitty person.
Because he was like getting like physical or whatever with like a police officer, like getting mad at them, whatever. He said it, he's like, I've just been dealing with some stuff, or like blames it on drinking, or blames it on mental health issues.
Same with when he publicly bashed Taylor Swift, and then he was like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just going through some stuff.
I'm like, you can't blame everything on mental health. Love ya, but like grow up a little bit.
Going through shit does not give you an excuse to be a shitty person.
Everyone forgives him,
but I mean, let's not.
We forgive, we don't forget.
Another second of our day. I just want to say my stance on it. I mean, am I still gonna listen to his music? Yes. I still, like, I can separate the music from the person. It's just a bad feeling when somebody that you really liked and were a fan of turns out to be, like, kind of who you thought they were, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry, Brianna.
Yeah.
Also, very quickly, Menendez brothers, we have to have an update because it looks like they're getting out.
They have parole. Eligible for parole, which is incredible. It may take, like, a few months because, like, the jury still has to, like, fully decide, but they're eligible for parole. It might take a few months for them to be released, but
parole could happen a lot earlier than
exactly that. Like, we don't know when it's gonna happen, which is really good because, like, even though it might take a few months, it's better to know that eventually they will be free and not be spending the
but they could potentially the parole could go through in the next few days, and then they're out with parole.
Oh my gosh, you guys!
But they would be out with their families.
Just to know, everyone's been like praying for them, and it's like working out. It's making me really happy for them.
So I just want to update and just say we're so excited.
That's great, excellent news.
We support them and as brothers.
We support.
Yeah. Do you guys have anything to jump in with? Because I have such a list.
No, keep going, girl.
I'm loving.
I actually didn't have anything to talk about. I just let you guys do that.
Okay, I haven't talked to you guys about this yet, but have you heard of The Office?
Okay. What? Yes. Okay. Because I keep seeing ads when I open up like Prime Video, and it makes me really angry.
Really?
It makes me really mad. Yeah. No. Nothing. I'm sorry. I know that the UK version was the original, but the US version is top tier and will be forever.
But have you watched it?
No.
I have.
I'm not watching it.
Cameron, me and Anson, my boyfriend, put it on because we're also huge American Office stans, and we put it on as like a hate watch to be like, how could you do this?
It's like when they did How I Met Your Father to How I Met Your Mother.
Okay, I love How I Met Your Father.
That was good, and Hilary Duff was starring in it.
I fucking love that.
I got one episode through and was like, nothing can beat the original.
But you have, of course, it's Hilary. But of course, it's not going to beat the original, but you can still enjoy it. Okay, whatever. You're missing out on laughs. Anyways, so we watched The Office. Okay. It's Australia, and we put it on with the intention to hate it. We binge watched it in like 2 days. It was so funny. Like, laugh out loud. So funny. Because it's by the same writers. So it's the same people. You have to like not go into it. Is like
Dwight in it?
Okay. Dwight and Michael, the like people that you would probably say were inspired by Dwight and Michael, are girls.
Oh.
But it's actually so good. It's so funny. You have to not compare it. Like, obviously, The Office, original American, is always going to be the best. I'm not saying it's better. I'm saying you can still enjoy this one and actually like laugh out loud moments at least once an episode.
Are they like Pam vibe, or are they like Aubrey Plaza vibe? Like that
Aubrey Plaza vibe.
Okay, love
the Dwight and Michael, you mean? Yeah. And then there's still like a Jim and Pam sort of dynamic. There's like a Ryan dynamic. There's a Creed and Meredith dynamic, but it's not so obvious.
Where's Stanley and Phyllis?
There's a Phyllis and Stanley vibe, but other than like Jim and Pam and Dwight and Michael, there's not obvious
and Andy
ones.
Yeah.
But you can kind of see the correlation. Also, it's only 8 episodes so far.
Okay, maybe I'll really watch it then. Maybe I'll watch it.
I say give it a try. I honestly think it's really good.
I'll get back to y'all next pod if I watched it or not.
Please do. Okay. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is coming back November 19th. I know you guys don't watch Real Housewives, right? Am I wrong?
I do not.
Holy shit,
I want to watch excited.
I need to get into...
Dude, you're so late.
I need to get into girly shows. I never watched the girly pop shows.
This is literally them so bad. A podcast called Basic.
I know, but I just...
Guys, if I'm going to be honest with you, instead of falling asleep to TV every night, I've been falling asleep to One Direction funny moments.
I've seen them all.
I know, me too. I rewatched the same hour-long one every night to fall asleep to it because It's so
You don't
funny.
have to recite the ancient texts to me because
no,
I was there when it was written.
I know.
Literally.
Okay, I don't want to hear it, guys.
Okay, no. Housewives isn't something that I like. These reality shows that I'm talking about that I watch, I do not fall asleep to them. Like I am
locked in.
I'm locked the fuck in. Like I fall asleep to reruns of The Office. I am locked in. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is back November 19th. I am so excited. I am a Dorit stan. I do believe that her and PK are divorced.
Her name's Dorit?
You don't know Dorit? Like, you guys.
I'm sorry.
No, Dorit is like this. I freaking
Who named
love
her that?
She has lots of different like backgrounds culturally. So just relax, and she's
just
gorgeous.
hearing out of context. Dorit is crazy.
Imagine not knowing who Dorit is.
You don't know Dorit?
She just got divorced to her husband PK, and it's actually a huge deal. And I am kind of happy for her though, because I do feel like she could do a lot better. So I'm kind of excited to see that play out. Kyle, I'm excited to see everything play out with Kyle. What the heck? The trailer just looked so good, and I'm very excited for my favorite ladies to be back. And I have nothing else to say because you guys don't even freaking watch it.
Sorry, I need to get better. I need to get better. I need to like.
I might work solo on my epis because I also want to talk about Real Housewives. I want to talk about Real Housewives of Salt Lake and do like things like that, but you guys don't watch it. Maybe me and Anderson might do it.
Tell us about it.
You can do a solo epi.
Yeah.
You can do a solo epi.
We're gonna do an epi, just the two of us.
What are you gonna talk about? You don't watch any shows.
We'll talk about things you don't get.
Well, me and Anson might do like recaps of.
Okay, cool.
Okay, Anson. Okay, Anson on Basic Pod. Okay.
It's not Basic Pod. Maybe it'll be different pod. Maybe I'll make it a different pod.
Cool.
Well, sorry, you guys came on Basic Pod and you don't watch anything basic. Is this our first podcast fight?
I might go home. I
have one more show to talk about that you guys haven't watched.
Let Anson on the pod. He can talk about it with you.
Anson?
He's not here.
Okay, well, let's just call him up. What if we just called Anson up?
Okay. I have something actually exciting, though. Guys, okay, I have... Guys. I feel like I'm talking this whole time. This is my last tangent, and then we can just go on to life.
Okay.
We have to talk about Love is Blind for a second.
I watched some of the clips on TikTok, and it looks like a show that I would just be so uncomfortable watching because it's so horribly awkward. When they meet each other and they're like...
It's awful. That's why I watch it.
I've seen like
you can tell that they find each other ugly, and then they're just like forcibly cuddling with each other.
The best thing ever to watch.
Oh my god, it makes me want
to
like claw my eyeballs out. I'm like bleh, bleh. Like, can you imagine like talking to this man for like however long they talk,
like 3 days,
and then
having to get married to him,
picturing some like handsome prince in your mind, and then it's like reveal.
That's the whole and it's like funny aspect of the show.
A fucking anteater, and you have to like act like you.
But do you realize the first time they see each other is when they're engaged?
Yes, that's
they can't see each other till they're engaged,
and then they have to get married.
That's an arranged marriage. Sorry,
but they're seeing Love is Blind. We could get married without seeing each other.
That's fucked up.
Anyways, okay. So the finale came out this week. The reunion's next week. You guys know I've never actually like been through a breakup in my life, really.
Yeah,
not really.
This girl, Marissa and Ramses, they have sort of this like blindsided breakup at the finale before they go to the wedding, before the altar. He just randomly is like, I think your energy is too much for me. Like, he's such a freaking prick.
Okay, Shawn Mendes.
No, literally it's like
your energy is just
he's like that. He has a bunch of like he has like 3 dreads. He's literally like
3 dreads.
Yeah. He's intense, like extreme leftist. This is crazy. Okay, let me tell you guys this. He's extreme liberal leftist to a crazy amount. But then there's certain, so then you think of him that way, right? Where he's like very open-minded
like
and things
meme
like
of that girl, and like the captions like that one friend that's too woke.
He's so woke. So then you're like, okay, cool, he's woke, like that's great. And then Marissa, who is his fiance, has been in the military before. Mm-hmm. And he's fully so against it. And she's not even in the military anymore. And he says, if you ever go back to the military, I would divorce you. Okay.
Shall we?
Like, respect to the troops, I guess. Cool. Whatever. That's your stance. And then there's this one part too where she, on her period, gets like really sick. And he's like not cool with them not being able to have sex. And I'm like, have you never?
Don't
and
call
he's been married.
A woke leftist.
It gets worse.
I got 3 dreads, but we can't fuck because you're on your period. Nah.
It gets worse.
I'll divorce you.
I'm gonna divorce
you.
He's been married before for like 7 years too. So I'm like, did your wife never have a period? Huh?
Your energy is just not lining with me.
It gets worse.
I want to bang.
It gets worse.
And you're bleeding.
It gets worse. So she has recently come off birth control because she's 32, I think, and wants to have a family. And also birth control is the devil.
Absolutely.
If she wants to come off it.
By all means.
By all means. He is very not okay with that because he's not ready to have kids for at least 2 or 3 years. He also refuses to wear a condom because for him, sex has to feel good and it doesn't feel good with a condom. And she literally says, well, I've had sex with a condom lots of times and like, I think it's fine. I enjoy it. I might even enjoy it more. Like, I'm totally fine with it. And I don't want to be on birth control. And he basically says like, well, that's like a non-negotiable. Like you have to be on
then
birth
get
control.
a vasectomy.
I think that she
get a vasectomy.
said that. Like,
get a vasectomy. Like if you
literally.
Like if you don't want to have a kid, you don't want to put a condom on. It's not the woman's responsibility to deal with you whether you are wanting to have a kid or not. Like that's if she doesn't want to have a kid, she'll be on birth control. If you don't want to have a kid, get a fucking vasectomy. Oh my god. It was
seriously the most icky thing to watch. Me and Answer were watching, and I was like, "This is so disgusting." And he's like, "No, this is disgusting."
Like, can you imagine if women could have like a minor procedure done, like a minor little boop?
Every woman would have it.
And then you don't get pregnant until you want to, and then you go and get that procedure reversed. And I guarantee you they put you under 100% anesthesia because they're like,
and you get like 2 weeks off work.
You get time off work. Like, no, we get none of that.
No, every woman would have
Every woman would do that because they're like, oh yeah, that's a responsible choice for myself. And if I want to enjoy, like, having no condom sex, then that's what I'm going to do.
Right.
But men just don't want to carry the burden of being like, pregnancy is also my fault.
Right. And they're not the ones that have the consequence of like the body and everything.
Exactly. So. No one, they're not sacrificing their body for it. So they're like, why would I care if I'm inconveniencing someone else? Like, oh my God, grow a fucking spine and a pair of balls.
It's so disgusting. But I felt so bad for her because she's such a pure soul. Like, she's so loving and so thoughtful. I'm literally her biggest fan. And she's trying to be a lawyer. Like, she's such an amazing person. And then basically she's still full all in with him and is like, we'll find a way. Like, she still
run for the hills, girly pop.
No, I know. But like, she still like sticks up for herself, but also is like, but we're going to make this work. Like, I committed to you. We're engaged. So we're going to figure it out. And then she gets totally blindsided when he's just like, no, like, I don't want to do this, whatever. I have never seen such a raw scene of reality TV of someone, like, have you ever seen someone literally go through heartbreak in the moment? Like, she was sobbing, like, I will start crying again. Ask Anson, I was bawling my eyes out. He was, like, holding me and was like, I'm not gonna break up with you. And I was like, no, I know. I literally just felt so much empathy for her because of how devastating it was to watch.
So
she just
sad.
started bawling and she's going like, no, like it's like when you got told that someone's dead and you can't believe it and you're like no, and then she's like, are you sure, and then she calls her mom from the other room and you can hear on her mic, she's like, Mom, it hurts so bad. And I was just sobbing. Like, it was the most raw. Ramses.
I'm gonna do a blood hex on him tonight.
And then a bunch of people were coming at her online for like begging him to stay. But then
I hope nothing but fucking horrible. I am.
We are serious.
God
Ramses.
gathered with a coven round a sorceress table.
No, listen, I'm gonna cut your little dreads off your fucking head.
You don't get to call yourself woke
I'm
leftist
scared.
if you're a blatant fucking misogynist.
No, you are.
And I hope you get minorly hit by a car. Not that you die, just that it's like really inconvenient for you. I don't want to wish death.
And somehow it's like your fault, so you have to pay for it.
Yeah, and it's your fault. It's your fault. You got hit by a car.
Wait, guys, off pod. Did you guys know that happened to Dad?
He got hit by a car?
No, he hit somebody with his car when he was 16.
Fuck. I want to keep that in so bad.
You should. I don't think he'd care. He doesn't listen. He was telling me, he said, because I was sad that I got in a car accident, and he said, well, when I was 16, I was driving on low heat and I was going like 80 and I like whatever. And then this homeless guy like ran out into the street and ran into my car. And then witnesses stopped and he said there was a huge dent in his car from this person that flew over his car. Like,
did the person survive?
Yes.
Okay.
And all of the witnesses that pulled over said, no, the guy ran into the car. The car did not run into him. And the guy got charged.
Well, because a lot of like
it wasn't Dad's fault.
A lot of homeless people try to do that for the money.
I know, but usually it's like when you hit somebody, it's always the person in the car's fault. It's never the pedestrian's fault.
See them run.
All the pedestrians paused, went onto the side of the road, and went, no, the guy ran into the car. The car did not run into him. Just like when Dad drops like random lore about his life, it's my favorite thing ever because it's the most out of pocket, like just like the most insane thing you'll ever hear. And he
drops it so casually.
He's so casually, and you're just like,
He's like, and he always thinks that you already know.
Yeah.
Like, the amount of times I've been like
the time
having
I ran over a
beers with
person,
him,
and I literally was like, what?
Oh, well, that's like the time I like did that, and I'm like,
what?
We have to have him on the pod.
Like, you ran over a person?
Insane Dwayne on the pod would be crazy.
And they got charged? What are you talking about?
This is why I named him
And then
Insane
I
Dwayne.
get, like, minorly T-boned, and I'm, like, freaking out, and he's like, well, it's fine. Like,
no, okay. I've been in multiple
person ran into my car, so it could be worse. And I was like, cool.
Yeah.
No. Comment if you've been in a car accident, if it was your fault or not.
It wasn't my fault.
I've never been in a car accident.
I got 100% faulted.
I know. But that's because there's some snake bitch in the other one.
You have her number. I think you should text her and be like, this is for
You're
Rachel, you big fat white
nasty smelling fat bitch! Why you took me off the motherfucking schedule with your trifling, dirty white racist ass big fat bitch, oompa loompa body ass bitch!
I'm coming up there and I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you, bitch! And don't even try to call the police today.
We're never getting a sponsor ever.
Yes. And I'm coming for you. Watch your back.
Wait, should you keep that in?
No!
Oh.
You say things and then you're like, why would you keep that in? It's like,
Well,
why did you say it?
No,
Why did you say it?
maybe
Just
keep
bleep
it in,
out.
but bleep it
out.
because it's funny.
Just bleep it out.
Okay, we'll bleep it. But you know who you are.
You know who you are.
But anyways, to end off my Marissa and Ramses, I just want to say the internet started coming at her because she was like begging for him to stay in the moment. And I think that's so unfair. Because like, never beg a man to stay. But in the moment when you're getting blindsidedly broken up with a week before your wedding, like, yeah, you're going to be like, no, are you sure? Like, that was her real feelings. And it was really cool to see. Not cool, but like, it was a very raw moment and vulnerable thing for her to do on TV. And now she's slaying, and she's going to be a lawyer, and she's good. She's moved on. She's going to be fine.
What's her name?
But
for her.
Her name is Marissa.
Sliv, Marissa. Sliv.
I love her. So if you see this, Marissa, I literally am your biggest fan. You're amazing. You don't need that little bitch. So
I'm going to do like a good luck ritual for her.
Thank you.
At the same time that I'm doing my blood hex for that guy. I don't even remember his name. He's so forgettable.
No, I just like, I haven't really been doing anything because I've been in such a 1D era that I haven't been doing anything.
Okay.
Except
oh my god,
for
Taylor
that.
Swift is on right now.
I know.
Have we looked at Masterminds?
Yeah, me and
we
Gwen
had
perfect
last time we
scores
checked, we
last
had
time
perfect
looked.
scores.
Up until red, we had perfect scores.
Do you have this too?
Yes!
Do you have a perfect score?
Perfect score! Perfect score! Perfect score!
Dude,
I lost that.
Score
Speak
up
now.
to. I'm
We're
just waiting
in
for
a
folklore.
hive mind with Taylor Swift.
Holy shit, I have chills. For those that don't know, the Swift Alert app, you can guess what Taylor Swift's going to wear at each Eras tour. We play that game. It's kind of like a fantasy football situation, you could say, but for Taylor Swift. And we take it very seriously for really no reason.
There's a prize for the winner.
There's a prize for the winner, but only for the winner of the entire world. So we've never won, but we take it seriously for some reason.
Maybe one day we'll win.
But right now, we're in the runnings to be that winner, both
Dude,
of us.
we're literally
in the running.
If we get like a few secret songs, we're in.
No, but since I'm in my 1D era, it's all over my For You page. And, like, obviously that comes with edits. And I don't know if you guys know how obsessive I get when I get, like, celebrity crushes.
Oh, we know.
Me too.
But it's, like, it gets really bad.
You got it from me.
Yes, it consumes my entire
And
life.
you got it from me.
Yeah.
It consumes my entire life.
Trust me.
For weeks. And right now, it's
Don't
Niall.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
It's Niall, especially in his, like, frat boy era.
Don't. I was fucking there. You weren't even there. Don't.
Okay, you're talking to me like I'm a baby. Can you stop?
I mean, I
Back
just feel
up.
really left out because you guys can talk about your favorite One
Pack it
Direction
up.
member, but mine
Literally
is
pack
no
it
longer
up.
here, so.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I actually told Anson this the other day. I was like, you know, when I was, like, 14 and I was obsessed with Niall, still am. But at the time, I was 14 and he was, what, like 18? And I always thought, you know, well, I actually thought, well, there's no chance. Like, I'm a little kid and he's basically an adult. Now I'm 26 and he's, what, 30?
Yeah. One day.
It could have happened this whole time.
Liam's a cutie.
My
He was
guy,
cute when he
I
was younger. He was so cute.
obsessed with Liam.
Yeah.
But then, as like One Direction, like they weren't really together anymore, and they were all kind of like out doing their solo things. I do say that my Liam love kind of like dissipated when they went into their like solo eras, because I will say he got a little bit cringe.
Well, yeah. Strip that
Like,
over that.
you know, we don't
That's
have to lie.
fire. Don't lie. Strip that down.
It was
fire.
okay. The song was fire. It was the lyric where he said, "I used to be in 1D, now I'm out free."
Yeah, I
that
forget
that.
made
That
me
honestly-
upset.
it just, like, hurt my
made me
feelings.
upset because I was
Especially,
like, what? Like, what do
especially
you
since
mean?
he said that, and then in like interviews afterwards, you know how in all their interviews, like they're all like, "Oh, it'd be stupid for not getting back together." Like it's just like, you know, like they've all said that they want to get back together, except for like maybe like Zayn, but like Liam is like the one mostly was advocating for like a reunion. So like the fact that he said that, I was like, hey, don't lie.
I know,
though,
it made me upset
because you're
when
lying on how you felt, because
when that
was
song came
your
out,
favorite
and
era
that
of
like
your life.
it just kind of turned me off of him, because I was like, what do you mean? Like, One Direction, like, meant so much to me. And it didn't
I know, and
mean
then I
that
feel
much
like
to
he
you,
was the
and
one
it was
that
so upsetting.
in interviews
and
started,
then I
like,
did move on
shit.
to becoming a Zayn girl, big time.
Well, yeah, Liam was the one mostly advocating for the reunion, but then he went on, like, a podcast, Logan Paul's podcast, and kind of just, like, I don't know, but we forgive and we forget. But, yeah, Niall's my favorite. And because I remember when I was little, and, like, when I was a One Direction fan, just because you guys were, like, when I was really little, I liked Niall because you liked Niall. He was my favorite because you liked him. Because
great, why don't you just still
You also really liked Harry Styles when you were little.
When I'm getting married, are you going to be like,
oh,
I like him because Kelsey likes him, so don't get married. I'm going to steal him.
Yes.
Like, you're a bitch. But
but I liked it because you did it, and I kind of just, like, now that I'm back in this era, I'm like, no, I had something. Like, I knew.
Okay, but I only started dating Anson because he looks like Niall.
Okay, don't say that.
Well,
he does.
I'm dating someone who looks like Zayn, so.
Like, it does, you evolve into, your celebrity crush means something. Like, you do have a type.
My top celebrity, let's talk about our celebrity crushes, our top celebrity crushes.
Okay. Good idea.
Okay. Yes, good idea for me. I have notes in my phone saying my
like
holy grail of
be
men.
Like kids that I don't know.
No, they aren't.
Do you want to go first?
I'll go
While
first.
Cameron's looking up her dictionary of
I will say that my number one celebrity crush does not, in looks way, match up with the rest of them, but he's my celebrity crush number one because of I love all the movie season and I just love him as a person. Ryan Gosling. I would do anything for him.
Like Noah in The Notebook.
Yes.
I love Ryan Gosling. Yes. There is a whiteboard in me and Mitch's bedroom, and it has a little drawing that I did like 3 years ago, and I drew a girl and a boy with a heart above, and it says List plus Ryan Gosling, and it's still in our room. And then you have to have a cartoon crush, like a cartoon.
I don't have a cartoon.
Like, I mean, like in the way that mine was Aladdin and yours was Prince Charming.
I didn't like Prince Charming.
But you like I mean, like, you loved Cinderella.
Yeah, but I didn't like her husband.
What I'm trying to say is, like, you loved Cinderella, and then you ended up with someone who looks like Prince Charming.
No, I didn't.
It's a cartoon. Anyone who fits the characteristics looks like them.
I don't want dark hair, man.
Prince Charming is blonde.
No, he's not.
Yes,
You're thinking of Aurora. Prince Charming has dark hair. Should I go?
Yeah.
Okay, so mine's obviously Niall Horan. And then my only other one is Matthew McConaughey. He is the most slay man. Love him.
Okay.
Oh, I'm wrong. I was thinking about Chris Hemsworth's
Oh, sorry. Would
Prince
you say
Charming.
you're wrong?
I was thinking about the live action.
No.
Come on.
Don't like him.
Come on.
No. I honestly don't find very many
This is what I was
attractive.
picturing, though.
Yeah, fair enough. But I'm not like somebody who's always, even like you guys can remember when I was younger, like I never had crushes really on people, like especially IRL. Like I'd never walk down the street or go to a bar or whatever and think, oh my god, that guy's cute. Like
except for the Glass Animals concert in 2016 at Queen Elizabeth Theatre.
Listen, that guy honestly wasn't even cute as the gag.
You said he was.
Because listen, this was a certain time for me that most people don't know about because it was very short-lived.
Kelsey's single era.
Right before I met Anson, who I'm dating now, when I was like literally just fresh 18, for a second I was like, I guess I have to be like a hoe now. I guess this is what I do.
Is walking up to a guy at a concert that she was looking at me like, should I talk to him all night? Then she goes up to him and says, hi, I think you're cute, and then ran away.
No, I didn't run away. He shut me down. And
did he? Was it like a okay, thanks?
He literally was like, oh, thanks, and like walked away. And I was like, well, I'm never doing that again. That was my hoe face, though.
Okay, cool.
It's pretty elaborate.
Okay, should I say mine?
Yes.
Okay, my first one is Javon Wanna Walton.
Who the fuck is that?
Ashtray
from Euphoria. So yes, children.
No, the rest of them aren't.
I've never seen Euphoria.
Okay, you've never seen Euphoria? Okay. He's 18.
He's a child in the show.
He's a child in the show, yes. Right now he's 18. Gosh, whenever I have celebrity crushes, they're like, most of the time I'll make them like the widget on my phone.
Ew.
And he was the widget on my phone for so long. I love him so much because he was in the show that I watched, and it was like a show, like a true crime like reenactment of a story, and like obviously I didn't like what happened in the show and what he did in the show, but like the actor himself, I was like, oh my gosh, I love him. My second one is JJ Maybank from Outer Banks. His real name is Rudy Ponco, but in the show Outer Banks, JJ is, oh my gosh,
I am the most anti-Outer Banks person.
Okay,
I don't want to hear
it.
I hate Outer Banks. Outer Banks should not be a show.
And then Niall Horan. Those are my tops.
Wait, I have another one, but okay. It's a character. It's not the actor, which, like, much love. I love you, Chris Evans, but I love Captain America more. Like, I have a crush on Captain America, but I don't have a crush on Chris Evans.
Here's my thing. I have a problem with men who have no facial hair. It creeps me out.
You look
like a child.
Facial hair?
Yes.
I do not like facial hair.
If you don't have facial hair, you might as well have just come out of the womb, and I'm just offended.
I just love Captain America because I love the person. He's such a good person.
Facial hair just is like,
and he's so sweet. And
yeah, because you're
so nice.
Yeah, I know, and I feel like when people who are 17 try and grow facial hair, it's like, it's like gross.
Okay, first question: how old are you all?
I'm 17. I'll be 18 in like a few months, though.
I'm 26.
I'm 24.
Old.
Yeah, you're jelly. Being
26. No, I'm not.
Imagine being born in 98. That is the best year.
Don't even. You're jelly of me. Imagine being 17 right now. Don't you want to be 17 2K? Again?
Absolutely fucking not.
Year 2K is the best year.
No. 2K7.
No. 2K is
don't
the best
you guys miss being 17?
I would not want to be 17 in your age.
I would literally do 17, anything to be 17 for the rest of my life.
Once you turn 17, the 17-year-old is just there forever. Like, she's always there.
Oh, but in a better way, though.
Yeah. But actually, I'm excited to be 18.
It's more fine-tuned.
Because we're all going to go party in Alberta when I turn 18.
Like, I looked at a picture, because it came up in... Oh, my God. It came up in my Snap memories today, and it was, like, a picture of me with, like, some Halloween makeup on when I was, like, 17. And I looked, and I was like, damn, like, I just, like, had not grown into my face yet. And I look at myself now, and I'm like, my face makes a lot more sense, like, right now. And I feel like I look better now than I did when I was 17, which is, like, something I was so scared of when I was a teenager. I was like, this is the best I'm ever going to look, and, like, I'm never going to...
I hope not. I really hope this is not the best I'm going to look.
I feel like my 30s is going to be 100% my prime.
I think that your 30s is your prime, like, physically. I look back to, as a teenager, I was not hot. I had a lot of, like, still child... like, features chubby, where you have, like chubby cheeks and things like that. Like, that is because you're still a child. Like, I
love being a kid. I love being a teenager.
I'm so happy that you love being a kid.
It and that you're not trying to wish it away.
You should.
That makes me happy.
I love that you're enjoying being 17, and you absolutely should, but I think that you'll always think this time is fun, but the older you get, you're going to have even more fun. I think that's what you don't realize.
The thing that I wish, though, is that, like, I wish I didn't have to do, like, school and stuff. Like, I wish it was summer all year round.
If this podcast pops off, your
I
life
hope it
will
does,
be
guys.
summer.
Send me PR packages, because that's all I want to do. I don't want to do anything.
You don't have
I just want to get free stuff.
I just want to lay on the couch and eat chips.
I just want to lay on the couch and eat chips, guys. So please make me famous.
Next question. If one pop artist could represent your sister's best, who would it be? Can I go first to say my opinion?
Can you, like assign them? Because I can't think of anyone for me.
Okay, well, I have two options for you.
Because, like, I'm like, obviously Chapel's my favorite, but she's lesbian, and I don't feel like she
No, but I have reasons. I have reasons for each of you.
Okay.
Yeah. Alyssa, I have two for you. Right. One is Chapel, because of her, like, you even say, if you were famous, you would have the same opinions as Chapel. In terms of, like, people following you or taking pictures of you. You would be the same anger level at the photographers and stuff. Like, I feel like you have those same qualities of, I can't think of the right word for it, but it's not complaining. Like, it's not that you're complaining, but, like,
standing up for myself, setting boundaries.
Yeah, like, that vibe to you have. Then I also was going to say...
I just don't tolerate, like, people who are disrespectful. Like, you don't get to be disrespectful towards me just because you, like, think that you're entitled to my time.
Right.
No. Actually, I get to dictate whether you get to spend time with me or not, so you have to earn it.
Yes, exactly. So I said Chapel for you, but I also was going to say Billy for you. I'm sorry to Cam, because I know Cam's the biggest Billy fan, but I think I can see Billy's, like, style, and I think she does have a similar relationship to Fame in a way.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just see, like, Billy and you. Cam, I think, is just 100% Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah, very.
Just because, like, the teenage angst,
Look
but
at what
also...
I'm wearing.
Literally, she's wearing the Guts World Tour shirt. I think that you have the teenage, like, angst and that, like, edge, but also you're just genuinely so sweet, too, at the same time.
I totally see that.
You could just have so many Olivia traits about you.
And since you gave us ours, I'll give you yours.
But do you guys have opinions on yourselves?
Not really. Oh. But you're definitely Taylor Swift, obviously.
Yes!
Because, like, everyone just says that, like, Taylor Swift feels like a big sister, and she feels like she goes through things first and then knows like what it's like, and then and then when you go through it yourself, you feel like you're not alone and you're going through it with someone else. And I just feel like that's what you are to us.
I just felt like the Grinch had his heart grow.
Okay. So, yeah.
Cam, do you have any opinions on that?
No, obviously I want to be Billy, but like I get I'm not Billy.
You are Billy still in some ways, but if I had to categorize
I get that I'm Olivia. I see that, but I also could see just for like the fun girly vibes, I feel like I could see like either me or you as Sabrina.
Yeah, true.
You
like
know?
I love her style. I love her style.
Well, yeah, it's just
I love
like,
Sabrina. I love
you
Sabrina.
love Sabrina. It's not about that though. It's like the vibes
that's
that she gives off.
That I get to like pull out of myself.
Yeah.
Like when we're going to her concert.
Yes, guys, we're going to her concert.
Thank you, TikTok.
Fourth.
But when we're going to that, like I'm gonna get to like pull out a side of myself that I don't normally get.
That's what I feel like going to Billy.
Yeah, going to Billy, I'm just dressing like,
because I'm so not like that style wise. Next question. Favorite VPR quotes.
Okay. Mine is definitely just the phrase "worm with a mustache." The amount of times I have used that in my day-to-day life, just to like describe someone, I'm like, you're a fucking worm with a mustache. Like, and it's so accurate.
It was a moment.
Like, I could have never come up with that myself, but it's so perfect. Yeah. Like, I also worm with a mustache, and sometimes there's worm with a fedora.
Sandoval's a liar. Sandoval's a liar.
No, I love that you have a James Kennedy quote. Cam?
My favorite is specifically the episode where they're all like in a hotel and they're all, for some reason, all the guys are like dressed in drag. So they're all dressed as women.
Katie and Schwartz's bachelor party.
Yeah, like they're like conjoined thing. And Tom Schwartz was on the toilet and Sandoval was yelling for some reason about Tom Schwartz and kicks the door open on Schwartz going to the bathroom, sitting on the toilet, and goes, "He's a battered fucking wife. Look at him!"
And he's taking a shit.
Yes. And he's like half in drag, like his wig's off, but he's still got the bald cap on. He's like in a dress with fake boobs, and he's like sitting on the toilet, and he's just silent. And it's like the camera's panned on Tom Schwartz for way too long, and it's so funny. So funny.
I remember watching that scene for the first time and being like, there will never be better TV.
There's never going to be better TV than this.
So when you did, she texted our group chat before this and said that was going to be her quote, and I was like, that's correct. That's correct. And I do have my own. That is the best scene in Vanderpump Rules.
Mine is battered wife.
That is the best scene in Vanderpump Rules, but I do have two James Kennedy moments that I want to shout out. One is so obvious when he is talking to Jackson, they're fighting, and he says, "More cosmopolitans! Pontini!" That was fucking amazing. The second one
Everyone remember when
Jackson Faith. That was also a great honorable mention. But one of my favorites since Vanderpump Rules is after the party where the audio of Jax and Faith sleeping together comes out, and then James is telling Lisa about it and relaying the night, and James is talking to Lisa being like, this audio came out of Jax and Faith after they, had sex or whatever, and Lisa's like, has Brittany seen this? And Jax goes, oh yeah. She was like, what? And then Lisa's like, well, why did this, recording come out or whatever? And James was saying, Ariana and Lala did this. I have done nothing wrong. And it immediately cuts to his talking head. And he's like, I actually stole the recording off Faith's phone. I took her phone to the bathroom and I sent it to myself. It's just such, I'm not doing it justice. It's the funniest scene.
Kennedy
I just
so
freaking love
funny.
it.
I love James Kennedy.
He's so
much.
funny.
We were also talking about in the car when Jax is like, no, I'm the number one
guy in the group.
I'm the number one guy.
And Sandoval's like,
iconic.
Jax, are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? He's like, well, I'm the number one guy in the group.
I'm the number one guy in the group.
Next question. What's your favorite sister memory?
I think that my favorite sister memory of us was not only surprising Cameron with Billy in LA, but when we went to Billy in LA and Kelsey randomly scored us like an insane hotel room that had like 3 bedrooms and a humongous kitchen and a wraparound balcony.
That was
and
so
we showed
sick,
up and
bro.
she's just like, yeah, this is our hotel. And we're like, what the fuck?
Well, that's
like downtown LA. It was amazing. And then we just had
so fire.
like the most fun trip ever.
That was the best trip ever. I've only ever been to like Disneyland in like Anaheim, and I've never been to like LA before, like downtown LA, and it was just so cool to,
and
like,
I caught a t-shirt at that show.
Yes, that was so sick.
I caught a t-shirt from Billy Claus, and I have a video of me catching it. And I put the shirt on at that concert. I got home, I hung it up, and I've never put it on again because I don't want to ruin it.
Oh my God.
I've never washed
from
it.
That show. There's like
Billy's DNA is still on that shirt because I've
I love that.
never washed it.
I said that's unfortunate while you were saying that only because I was going to say the same thing. That was my favorite memory too. I was going to say our sister trip to LA.
I want to think of like a different one, but I don't really
I know. I was trying to think of something more niche, but I was like, that I'm not going to lie.
Really
that
was the best.
So much fun.
That was so much fun.
It was so much fun. It was so much fun.
I think it's okay.
Like we have a lot of laughs. We have a lot of fun memories.
I also had a lot of really good memories of individually with you each.
Yeah.
But as a 3, that trip was just like so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my favorite memory with you is definitely Era's tour.
I was going
to New York, Philly. Like
my favorite
memories.
Much fun. Yeah, my favorite memories individually with you was going to Era's tour, but I went like with Cameron in Vegas and Philadelphia.
So much
I
fun.
do have a very like niche favorite memory with you that I think of often. I don't know if you still think about it, but it was at the Billie Eilish concert in 2019, right when you emerged from the like your little pit experience, and "Wish You Were Gay" came on.
Yes, I have
and
videos of that. And we just danced,
and we just danced, and we had the best time. Every single time I hear "Wish You Were Gay,"
yeah,
I just think of us like holding hands and like just dancing at the back, and it was so much fun.
I feel like concerts in general are just
concerts
are
like our like love language to each other. I
100%.
love going to concerts with them.
Okay.
And we're going to concerts.
Another question: why girls these days like toxic guys? Are nice guys considered to be boring?
What? Absolutely not.
I mean, honestly, I don't think any of us can relate to that because none of us like toxic guys. I don't know what that means.
I mean, I will say I went through a phase when I was like in my teens where I dated a toxic person, but I didn't really like understand that it was toxic. Yeah. And I feel like in a relationship, you don't really know what you want until you experience what you don't want. And that might be why you're feeling attracted to toxic people, because you just have not fully found what you don't want yet.
That's true. And I feel like some people can find toxic being, because they said, is being a nice guy boring? And I think in a sense, some girls can feel that if they haven't had the bad relationship where the toxicness can be almost like addicting and exciting and blah, blah, but then you realize you never feel content and good in the relationship and you're with a nice guy. It's not that it's boring, because it's definitely not boring at all, but it's peaceful, and some people aren't ready to feel that peace. They want the like nice adrenaline of it.
Because like with a toxic guy, it's like a chase that you're like
it's adrenaline
to, you know, like it's adrenaline, it's epinephrine, it's not love that like is connecting to you to that person. It's like a whole different drug in your brain. And then when you meet a nice person and you don't have that like crazy adrenaline pumping, you really have to like that person. Like that's what's important, is that like nice people are there and they're not shooting up these red flags, but you have to really like that person. Like, because they're not going to be playing the stupid games with you. Because I guarantee you, if that nice person all of a sudden was like, I'm actually going to play all these games and like be weird and mysterious, you'd be like, oh my God, I love you. But you don't love them. You love the game. You love the chase. You have to find a nice person that you really like and you want to get to know and you can see yourself with. And then it's so much fun to be in a relationship where there's no issues, there's no problems.
You're never questioning it.
Yeah, you're never questioning it. You're never like insecure. You guys can just be like best friends and be in love. And it's so much fun.
Yeah.
It's the best. I would take like being in a happy, content relationship where we're not fighting. If there's an issue, we have a conversation about it. Like, I don't want to hurt his feelings. He doesn't want to hurt mine. Yeah. And that's just how it should be. Yeah. You should never be trying to hurt the other person. Yeah. You should always just feel at ease in a relationship. That's how it's supposed to feel. You're never supposed to be questioning or chasing or yelling at each other or playing these games. Like, it should just be pretty simple. My relationship is the easiest part of my life. Exactly. And it should be. It should be the thing that you, at the end of a bad day, come home to and are like, oh, okay, at least I have this. This is good. We're fine. Like, you make me feel better. Like, it should never be this, like, toxic chase. So, I don't know how I feel about this question. Let's see it. Which sister has the best style? I think we all have such different styles. We all have vastly different styles. So it's very hard to say. I feel like mine's a little bit more like feminine and girly and like classic. I do feel more grungy. Alyssa's very more grungy. I do feel like Cameron is like a mix of us both. Good mix, yeah. So maybe I would say Cam. Yeah. She's very versatile. Thanks, guys. When the thing is when you decide to, because sometimes you'll show up to like You show up to Thanksgiving dinner in pajama shorts and like a off the shoulder t-shirt.
True. Even right now, like even every podcast, you're always wearing a baggy t-shirt and sweats.
Like when you try,
it's
fire.
I try, I can make it slay.
I mean, not that I can say I'm trying. Right
I feel
now.
like I try the
I'm
most.
very much in cozies right now.
For the pod, yes.
No,
you're like
in
business on the top, party on the bottom.
Okay, right now, but I feel like in general, every day I try to put on a nice outfit.
In real life, I wake up 10 minutes before I leave for school. I put on a new pair of sweats and a new t-shirt, and I brush my hair and I brush my teeth and I leave. I don't actually have like style like every day, but when I can think of an outfit and put one together, usually it's okay.
Last question is actually about Basic the bar, which is, in the works still. We're still hoping to open like next fall. I'll keep you guys updated. It could be sooner, it could be later. But somebody asked, so curious about menu items, and I am so pumped that someone asked this question because we actually do have a menu. It's first draft and everything. Things could change a lot between now and opening, so I'm not going to tell you the whole menu, but I'm just going to give you the gist because I'm very excited about it. We do have lots of amazing appies. We have, very like charcuterie vibes. We have some fun stuff like sausage wrapped olives. How fun is that? We have some like really good fries, like things the girls want, burrata and prosciutto. Then we have like larger plates. I mean, we have like some pastas, some like tuna roll, burgers, lobster roll. Like I won't get into it. We literally have so much stuff. We have some sweets like fresh made chocolate chip cookies. Yum. Made to order. Yum. Hello.
You should use
cheesecake.
my recipe.
We could totally use
or
recipe.
Grandma's recipe.
We could use Grandma's recipe.
That'd be really sweet.
We have cheesecake that's amazing. And then, of course, we have brunch. You guys, we're going to have brunch. And the brunch I'm super excited about. I won't tell you all the things.
Is Ansi going to make that cheesecake you was telling me about at Thanksgiving?
Maybe. I mean, this menu...
He's making it for my birthday. I'm making him.
It's a really good cheesecake.
That's why I'm making it for my birthday this year.
So anyways, we have like the menu made. It might change a little bit, so I don't want to give it all away, but that's kind of the gist of it. I'm very excited about it. Cocktail menu, I won't even get into, but it's going to be really slay. It's going to be fire. I can't believe it's coming together for reals. So I'm very excited. Question. But that's all the questions, and I guess that's the pod.
That's the pod, guys.
That's the pod.
Okay, thanks for listening, guys.
Ready?
Stay basic, bitches!